Hello everyone, this is Michael or MindGem. Today I'm gonna paint a new painting. I'm thinking this could be the end of the day on your way home from the work on the field or something. I want this to be portrayed as in the 18th or 19th century. So maybe I'll add a carriage on the road, something like that. So starting off with the initial sketch, I'm gonna draw this just in black and a little bit of white. And after I have done the lines for all the important parts of the painting, I'm focusing on adding the correct darkness of shades on the painting, starting off with the darkest dark, the blackest black. I'm always looking at comparing one section to the section next to it. So if I'm looking at the bright part of the road, I'm comparing the darkness to the gravel on side of the road, so I get that contrast correct. And even the road compared to the dark trees in the background. Usually you wouldn't paint the sketch in black because it's harder to cover, but it doesn't matter much since I'm using oil paints and I'm paint wet on dry, so I'm adding several layers. So alright, so now I start with the colors. I always start with the most distant part first, so the sky. Even if you're working from a photo reference, you wanna look at the stuff that you draw. First, try to form the shape of the tree from the picture, but then later you have to kind of look at it as I'm painting a tree on a hill, and how does that actually look? Because if you just go after the picture, it's gonna be a very flat painting. I've only been painting for 2 years now, so I'm very much learning as I go, so I discover new things on each painting. Hopefully I'm getting better and better. One of the things that I notice is very hard for me still is to get the road to look as it's going down. The photo on this picture, the road is pretty much straight, but on my painting it looks like it's a subtle uphill, and I think that has to do with how I draw the lines on the road itself. One thing I noticed in a painting is that the green shade of the grass in the background are too green. It should be more blue, and also due to the clear red sky, it has to have some yellow and red in it, so I'm gonna change that later. painted the fence is much too small. I have to change that later. So here I'm struggling with the fence, trying to make it larger, and right now it's just a mess. But it doesn't matter too much. I can always correct it when it's dry. On the right side of the road, the grass is supposed to be on a pretty steep slope, but it kind of looks like it's pretty much flat. So that's also something I have to work on. And now I'm trying to add as much details and small stones and gravel and other details in the foreground just to push the background even more without having as much detail back there. Alright, so I picked up the painting again and added some birds just to balance the painting out, and I found some good reference picture for a carriage, so I added that in as the last thing to this painting before I'm gonna let the painting sit and stew for a while and see if I can add anything else at a later time. I think I'm gonna add some larger trees just to give some interest to the painting. All in all, I think I'm pretty happy with the result. I think I learned a couple of new things. I don't like the back mountain so much because the silhouette is too straight. On the other hand, I like that I only made a few brush strokes to them, and that gives a better feeling of distance, because usually I'm pretty bad at that. I tend to give details to the background, making the whole painting kind of flat. So anyways, that's it for now for this painting. If I decide to add anything to it, I'm gonna update this video and put a link to the next session. So that's it. Hope you like the painting. Please like and subscribe, and I see you guys later. Bye.